Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel, a channel that provides a platform for mathematics lessons from grade 10 up to 12, as well as from grade 8 up to 9. Okay, that is in tandem with the Zambian syllabus. We are providing these lessons to make sure that we help people have an alternative in an event where they do not have enough lessons from the class. Okay, I do believe that the lessons that we are providing on this channel, on their own, they are adequate for a person who has been guided to pass the exam. Alright, so I want to welcome you to this lesson and also remind you to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. We are experienced in handling this subject, and we have taught a good number of people. Okay, so please make sure you follow what we are going to present, and don't forget to subscribe, share and comment. So I'm going to take you through this lesson so we can read together the first one. In the diagram below, Q is a midpoint of OC, and OABP is a straight line with the distance OA is equal to AB and also equal to BP. Then OA is equal to 3P and OQ is equal to 2Q here. Alright? So now, when we come to the questions, we are supposed to work out this find in terms of P and or Q. What are we supposed to find? Alright, what are we supposed to find here? So we are supposed to find OB, okay, from O up to B. So when you look at the vector that we are looking at, we want the magnitude, okay, in the direction here. I'm sure you are seeing, you're able to see, okay. This one is OA, so meaning from O up to A, it is 3P. And again, we have been told that OA is equal to AB. So this is also 3 what? This is also 3P. Even this one here, it is also 3 what? P. Okay? I'm sure you also, we read together that Q is a midpoint of OC. Q is a midpoint, and you know when something is a midpoint of another, it means it cuts the other thing halfway into 2 equal parts. So if Q is the midpoint of OC, it means this 2Q that we have here, we are also supposed to know that even this part is what? It is 2Q. Alright. So now, we want to find what? OB. So OB, it is going to be what? OA plus AB. That is what we are going to get. OA plus AB. Now, when you look at our OA, what is our OA? You can see from the diagram there that our OA is 3P plus our AB. We are told that our AB, it is also what? 3P. So when we add these two, what are we getting? We are getting 6P. So this is our OB for the first one. This is our OB. So please you bear with me because we don't have enough space. So I'm going to get this and write it up here. Okay. I'm going to get this and write it up here. So our OB is equals to 6P. Alright? That is our OB. So we can go to the second one. We can go to the second one. We can go to the second one, which is BC. 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 So, how do we move? How do we move from B and getting to C using, using the vectors where we've got the magnitudes? Alright? So, what are we supposed to do? In other words, we're like, how do we get to C from B? Okay? Following the passage of vectors where we've got the magnitudes. So, in other words, it's like we're saying BC is equal to from B to C. So it means we have to come back, we have to come into the reverse. So it is going to be B O, it is going to be B O plus, O C plus O C. This, our B should be the first one, C will be the last one there. O. So what is our BO? What is our BO? I'm sure we do understand, you have been following these lessons, that if our OB is 6P, when we have the opposite, which is the BO, we are going to put a negative here. So our BO is negative what? 6P. Because we are going in the opposite direction. We are going to put in the opposite, we are moving in the opposite direction. So we add a negative here. Plus OC. What is our OC now? Our OC is from this point up to this one. So we know that this from O up to Q, it is 2Q. And also this point is 2Q. So this is going to give us what? 4Q. Alright? This is what we are going to get. This is what we are going to get. It can as well be written as 4Q minus 6P. Sometimes you can have a factorization where you have 2, then you have 2. Q minus 3P. This is still one and the same thing. This is still one and the same thing. So I'm going to take us back here, right? This is the second one here. I'm going to say BC is equal to what? I'll pick the first one, but I'm sure you saw the simplification that I demonstrated here. That this vector can be simplified in these two ways. But I said I'm going to maintain this one here, or I can still get the second one, which is what? 4Q minus 6P, and factorized without factorization. Alright? Then I have to take you back to I need to take you to the third question. I want to take you to the third question now, which is AQ. Which is our AQ? AQ. So now, how do we get to Q from A? So each root or vector that we take should have a magnitude. So in this case, if you want, you can go into this way, this one, because we also know now what BC is. We can still put that, and then you come into this way. You will still be able to get the same answer. Or you can come, this can also be A, O, meaning from A we need first to go to O, then from O we come to Q. O, Q. This is another way that we can use. It's another way that we can use. So now, it is the same thing that I was talking about where we said, what we have here, what we have been given here is what? OA. So if we have AO, which is the opposite, then we need to put a negative to this one. We are going in the opposite direction. So this is minus 3 P plus, what are we getting here? We are getting 2Q, isn't it? Getting 2Q. This is what is going to be our answer. Or we can say, like I said on the first one, we can have this one. Okay? Are we there? So this is what we are going to get for the third one. So we can also say here, our AQ is equals to what? 2Q minus 3P. That's what we are getting, isn't it? That is what we are getting. Now when you look at, we still have a question here, which is the last one. We still have a question here, which is the last one. Hence, state the relationship between BC and AC. Okay? What is the relationship between BC and AQ? Look at that and tell me what the relationship is. Okay? You're going to discover that BC is equal to 2Q minus. When we factorize 2 here, exactly like I had demonstrated on the last one, when you factorize 2, this is what you are going to get. And what are you seeing? What we have in the brackets here and the vector for AQ. This and this one, they are the same. So we're going to get 2 AQ. 2AQ. Alright? So this, our BC is equals to 2AQ. Okay? So what we are supposed to do, so as you can see that BC is twice AQ, okay? And then as you can see, AQ is the, BC is a multiple of AQ, alright? So because of that fact also, it holds that we have a scalar factor here that is multiplied by AQ. So from this one, we can also make a deduction, or we can deduce that the two are parallel. The two are parallel. Hence, that can want to be the relationship here. Alright? So that takes us to that. After we have said that, we can move to the second question and create space here for the week. Okay? So the second question, I think this question was, I'm not too sure, maybe it was in 2004 also, but this one was in the specimen. Okay? You understand that in 2016 the exam was, the syllabus was revised, so there are some concepts that were incorporated. So if you are looking for the source of this question, it is the specimen for 2016. Alright? So now we are looking at the solutions. We are looking at the solutions of, in the diagram below, AE is equal to P, AD is equals to Q, and then AE is equal to EB, that is that. Then AD is also equal to DC. Then DE is parallel to BC. And CF to FB is given by this ratio. So like this is 1 here, and then this one is 3. Okay? That is what is there. That is what is there. So we are dealing with the, take note, we are dealing with question 2. So, we come now where we need to express in terms of P or Q, DE. Now take note here, because this part AD is equal to DC, then this also implies that this part here is equal to Q. Also here, we are told that AE is equal to EB, then this is also P. That is what we are going to have. Alright? That is what we are going to have. So now we can go ahead and work out this one. The first one, which is our A. For our A is DE. 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 Okay? So how do we move from D getting to using those vectors that have got magnitudes? So if you look at this one, we need to go through this way, which is D A plus A E. So here this is equal to D A plus A E. So what is our DA here? What we are given, we are given AD, it is equal to Q. So when we have the reverse, it's going to be a negative. So this is going to be minus plus AE. What is our AE? It's given here as what? As P. So we can write this one as P. Okay? So that is the first one. So we can go to the second one, which is B. What do we have there? We have EC. We have EC. EC. Okay? EC. EC. That is what we are looking at. Okay? I hope we are together. So it means when you look at EC, we need to move from E, we come to A. Then from A straight to what? C. Alright? So we are going to say EC, this is equal to EA plus AC. So our EA, we are going in the opposite direction of this arrow. So we are going to have minus P plus, what is our AC? Our AC is the combination, okay, of A, D, and DC. So we need to add these two. So we're going to get 2Q. That is our AC, okay, which we can also write as 2 minus P. Alright? So we go to the last one, the second last, which is C. C, what are we having here? CB. 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 Okay? That is what we are looking at now. CB. How do we move from C up to B? So we need to use these rules that have got the what? The magnitude. So in this case, we can take CA plus AB. CA plus AB. Or you can say CE plus EB. You will still be able to get the same answer. You can as well say CD plus DE plus E. You'll still be able to get the same answer. So in this case, we are going to say CA plus AB. Alright? So our CA is the opposite. Remember here we had AC. So CA is going to be minus 2 plus AB. AB is from this point up to this one. So we have P plus P. We are going to get 2 P. Okay? Also this can be written as 2 P minus 2. Just to avoid having a negative at the beginning, that is the essence of rewriting in this manner. If you also want further here, a 2 can be factorized. P is common here, so we can have P minus Q, like this. Okay? So we have a question, which brings us to the end of this example, which says, show that EF is equal to 1 over 2 open brackets, 3q minus p. That is what we want to show here. Okay? So, I'm going to write these answers here. DE is equals to, what do I get? I'll get the second one. Okay? I'll get the second one. Then, EC, we also have 2 minus 2q minus p. Okay? And the last one, which is CB. CB, we have what? 2p minus 2q. Note that you can factorize it here. Okay? Note that the 2 can be factorized. So, let's look at the last one. Let us look at the last one here. In other words, we want to find this vector, which is EF. We want to find this vector, which is what? EF. That is what we want to find. How do we move? Okay? How do we move from E up to F? E up to F. Okay? So we have like 2 options also in this case. We have 2 options where one is from E, we go to B. From B, we come to F. The second one is E to A, from A to C, from C to the third one also, or maybe we also have the fourth one where we can use this one. The third one is where we say E, C, then C, F. Okay? So any of those routes that we are going to take, we'll still be able to get the same answer. So for instance, you can try others. But for instance, if we took EC, because we have CE here, so we know that EC, in fact we have EC already here, so it will really be easier. So we can say, EF. EF is equals to what? In my case, I said I have opted to use EC. I have opted to use EC plus, okay? Plus, we need this part, okay? We need this part which is CF. Alright? Now, I want you to note that the ratio for CF, if you look at the questions where we're coming from, the ratio for CF here, it is 1 to 2, just like I've written it here. Okay? So meaning when we want to represent this part as a fraction of the whole, it is going to be if we want to rewrite this part as a fraction of the whole, it is going to be plus 1 over 4, which is this 1, over 4, which is we add this 2 to give us 4. So this is 1 over 4 of what? Of CB. This is 1 over 4. This portion, it is a fraction, which is 1 over 4 of the whole thing, which is what? CB. I hope you are following. Okay? I do hope that you are following. So, having done this, at this point now we need to do what? To replace. We need to replace what is our C, our EC. Our EC is what? 2Q minus P plus 1 over 4. I can put in brackets CB. CB is what we got here. CB is what we got here. Take note of that. Okay? CB is what we got here as what? 2P. Okay? Minus 2Q. Are we together? I hope you are following and you are with me here. So, we proceed. So the next thing that we are going to do is, we're going to have 2Q 2q here minus p. This is equals to, plus. Then here we are going to factorize 2. Here we are going to factorize that 2, if you remember. Or we can distribute throughout, which is going to be like 2p over 4 minus 2q over 4. Okay? We are going to do that. So, the next step is where we can simplify these things. Just to simplify so that we avoid bigger numbers minus p. This is going to be like p over 2 minus also q over 2. So you need to note that p over 2, it is the same as 1 over 2p. Okay? Take note of this. There is a coefficient here of 1. So these, they are the same. Take note of that. So now, from this point, I can continue here. Okay? So from this point, we need to collect the like terms together. Which is going to be 2q, then minus, what do we have here? We have minus q over 2 minus p plus p over 2. Alright? 2q minus q over 2 minus this p, then plus the last part. So at this point now we need to solve this, or to simplify these two separately. Okay? We need to simplify these two separately. So the first one is 2q minus 3 minus q over 2. So what is common here? The lowest common multiple is 2. So when we have 2 here, 1 into 2, it is 2. 2 multiplied by, we're going to get this, minus 2 into 2 is 1. Okay. So just this part here, it is going to give us 3 what? 3q over 2. So for the q part, it has been simplified and we got what? 3q over 2. Okay? Then we go to the second part. Take note. We go to the second part now, which is what? We need to get this as minus p, then plus p over 2. This can as well be written as p over 2 minus p, whichever, just to avoid. So here we have over 1, then our lowest common multiple is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. So when we multiply this 2 by this one, we're going to get minus 2p plus 2 into 2 is 1. So when we multiply, we get this one. So when you simplify this, you all know that negative 2 plus 1, we get negative 1. Alright? So this expression is going to give us what? Minus p over 2. Minus p over 2, it is the same as minus negative 1p over 2. So also, this gives us what? Minus p over 2. So now, when you look at this, what is common here? Okay? What is it that is common here? Alright? What is it that is common? So take note that everything that we are doing here is equal to what? Is equal to EF. That is what we are solving for. So now, at this point, like I told you, if you remember that here we have a 1. So we need now to simplify what is common. On the denominator part, we have got what? A 2 that is common. So on the numerator part, we don't have anything that is common apart from 1. So that is why we are going to have 1 over 2. A 2, this which is the denominator here, it is outside. Okay? So here we are going to remain with the 3q minus p. That is what we have here. 3q minus p. That is what we have here. So, hence what? Shown or proved. Hence shown or proved. Okay? Hence shown or proved. So, this is what is expected of you. Just in case you've missed one point, you just have to make sure that you replay the video so that you get to capture that part which you may have missed, okay, at the beginning. So let me see if I can give you another example or an exercise. Okay? Okay, so before I give you an exercise, I want to remind you or to bring to your attention one item that you have to note. That if you look at the example that we had, I think we had C, F to F, B. Then the ratios that we had were 1 to 3. So in some questions, you're going to find that the same, this interpretation, okay, it is also written in this way, where they're going to say C, F over F, B. These are two ratios. Then CF goes with what? 1. FB goes with what? 3. So this is the same as, these are one and the same thing. So your understanding and interpretation of the ratios is one and the same thing. If there are times, okay, maybe other concepts can be dealt with as we go on, because there are also cases where you can have A, B to A, C. Okay? Then the ratio here is given as what? 2 to 5, sorry. 2 to 5. So you need to understand. You need to understand here that, for instance, this is our A, B, and C. Just an example. So they are telling us that A, B, it is equal to what? To 2. So this is 2, this point. Then again here they are saying what? From A up to C, it is 5. So meaning from this point, the starting point up to the end, it's what? It's 5. So from the total, we already have 2. So you need to know that the remaining one is for this part. Okay, so it can also be given in that manner. So I want to give you an exercise, and please don't forget to subscribe. I'll give you 2 or 3 questions that you need to practice. All right. Okay, so you copy this question. This is the first question. Here is the second question. Okay. And the last one is here. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.